Woo! The T69. Nice, by the way. Is the best named tank in the game worthy of its title in 2022? It's a good question. For anyone that doesn't know, this is one of the OG autoloaders added into the game years ago when the T57 Heavy came out. And I dare say, I don't think it's been touched since then. Got bored, decided to 3-mark it, had some pretty good games with it in the process. For the uninitiated, this tank, nice driving by the way. For the uninitiated, this tank has a 4-round 90mm autoloader that can put out 960 damage in, I believe it's 6 seconds, and that is pretty much it that is good about it. Gun handling's booty cheeks, it's not super quick, has 0 effective armor, nothing else going for it, but despite all that, I must say I still had a little fun with it. And this is one of the better games I had in it that I wanted to show off. I'm able to get a couple of quick shots in that bat shot while he's heading up the hill. Massive bloom, I tried to take a snap on that WZ, didn't do much. And T26 just absorbed the heat rounds. This tank has terrible pen on the standard rounds at 181. You're not getting through a whole lot with that, especially with the shell drop off. So you're going to be shooting a good amount of heat out of this if you ever decide to play it. 250 heat still isn't, it's not amazing with terrible gun handling, but it can be workable. This T26 just, don't even know what he was thinking there, but I'm able to put a couple shots into him. Already up to 900 damage, and popping another reload. This thing does have a fairly good clip reload with around 22 seconds, how I have it set up right now. So you're not waiting too long on getting those extra 4 shells. One of the other good things about this is the in-between round time is only 2 seconds, so you're able to put out that full clip within 6. Trying to sneak up, take some shots on this T26, get a full clip into him. I'm able to put 2 rounds, bounce the third. Third was all my fault, wasn't aiming very well. I'm able to get him out of the game, pop another reload, and then just chill out for a second. At this point, the middle of the map's pretty much won, so I can drive up, contest this area, and start shooting at those heavies in the back. Some nice, easy, free damage. Get set on fire. Probably shouldn't have shot him again. And bounce the side of the WZ. Good old heat rounds doing what they do best. Almost reloaded. Come on, let me get another shot. And there we go. I'm able to take him out. Now I'm going to go kill the ELC. Luckily, he's only at about 2/3 HP, so 3 rounds should be plenty to kill him. By golly gee, you're not even looking at me, Big Chief. 1, 2, and 3. At this point, I'm just kind of in that mode where I'm chilling because I don't want to bleed to the brass. Don't want to get killed by the char if I poke up, and I'm floating, so not a goddamn thing I can do. Already with absolutely 0 integrity, trying to kill himself. Second one goes low, and unfortunately I'm not able to kill him before he decides to be a little coward. But Barras going in front of me, I was waiting forever to aim, and I'm able to pick up the kill on him. I was expecting that Cobra to get relit. Waiting for the shot, Bat Chat should light him in a second. But it was not meant to be. So now I get to make the long, arduous trek off of the hill. so I can go and try to clean up some extra damage. Despite us being definitely a bit ahead in the tanks department, HP, well, for a moment was still pretty even, so I'm trying to just pick up as much extra damage as possible. And I'm figuring with everyone converging on those 2 tanks north, Char will be the easiest way to pick up another clip. Oh, hello there. That round goes somewhere. Not sure where. But 1, 2, and 3. Had I maybe taken another second to aim that first one, would have gotten him taken out. But, oh well. Can't win them all. I was gonna try to ram him, get an extra 25 damage, but already takes him out. And unfortunately, he is very much behind that rock, and there's not a goddamn thing I can do to kill him. And bye, Felicia. And for the post-game stats, we were able to pick up 4k damage, 5 kills, a little bit of spotting, good enough for a mastery. We were top damage on our team by a significant amount, and fired 25 times, 23 hits, and 19 pens. I had a couple of other replays lined up for you, but cough cough, Wargaming decided to update their game the day after those were recorded, and now they don't work anymore. If only there was a system, you know, where replays would not be destroyed every time you did a micro patch for the game, but I digress. But while we're on the topic of dumb things Wargaming does, this tank, as it hasn't been touched in years, is so far out of meta and so bad that it's just not worth playing unless you're just trying to have like a little nostalgia trip and have some weird, quirky fun while being as far out of the meta as physically possible. Why they have gone years with tanks in this game in the same state they have been with 0 changes is beyond me. I dare say more than half of the tanks in this game are so far out of the current meta that they're just pointless to play. Looking at an E4 or an E5. E5 is basically a worse AMX M4. E4 is a worse Minotauro. T57, just no place in the meta right now. Patton's always been like a fun, quirky tank in pubs. I'm good with that, but come on, so many of these tanks are just unplayable in the state of the game right now. And I love to see the direction that Wargaming's taking with updating maps and trying to fix some of the swings that have happened throughout the game, especially when metas change. Maps aren't going to be as good as they once were, with the now playing almost exclusively 15v15 tier 10. The maps really weren't weren't designed for that, and they're trying to make some changes. I get it, and I really appreciate it, but you guys got to pay attention to tanks. Got to fix them, because there's no reason that we should have entire segments of the tech tree that are just pointless to go after. And so many tanks that are just pointless to play now. But I digress. Hope you enjoyed. Godspeed, boys.